Hi you guys, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. My name is Melanie and this is my second installment in my vintage paper review, and I have a few paper pads today. I've got Park Lane Vintage Pastel, Park Lane Heritage and Home, Bow Bunny Tuxedos and Tiaras, and this, you guys, this is exactly the same paper pad that I went through when we looked at vintage paper last time. Only this does not have any UV gloss. So I think what I'm going to do is pull out the ones that had UV gloss that I purged and see if I want to keep them. And then everything else I'm going to let go. And then the final paper pad I have here is from Park Lane. It's called Heirloom. It says printed cardstock, but it has 180 sheets. That is a clear indicator that this is not cardstock as we know and love. This is paper. Now I purposely bought this for art journaling, not for scrapbooking, and so this has a different purpose than this. So I'm going to move this over to where my art journaling supplies are, and we'll deal with that at a later date. Okay, here are the purged papers from last time. So I'm just going to flip through these. If there's something that I like the pattern of, but purged it because of the UV gloss, then I will pull that from the stash. So for instance, I like these round coins or buttons, so let me pull that from here. Should be 2 sheets, I think. Quite a bit of difference in color, isn't there? Just even ignoring the gloss, look at the difference in the background. This is definitely much richer paper. I think the weight is probably about the same. Okay, this floral I don't mind either, so let's pull that out. I think I mind that one. Let's see if we can find that. Nope. And let's check this stripe out. No, I don't think so. Okay, so all of these are going in the purge pile. Okay, so I was looking at this particular paper pad and I decided that it really wasn't vintage themed. I think I was thinking more along the line of family and home and that kind of stuff. And even that wasn't really prevalent. It was mostly a lot of florals. So I decided to make some page kits out of them. So I'm going to just quickly show you what I did. Now, the back sides of all the prints in this particular paper pad are a grid, right? So normally I wouldn't pair 2 papers of the same pattern, but because it's a grid, it almost reads as a solid, so I did pair them. So this would be the first kit. Then there's this pretty peach floral, which I paired with the peach grid, and then that gray that's in the flowers, that brownish gray. And then there was this floral with the banners. I paired that with this yellow floral and a mint grid. Okay, and then there's this really pretty floral. I really like this one. I paired it with the dark teal green and that purpley red and a white. And then there's the small floral, paired that with the peach and this kind of gray blue. And then the last one are the houses. I put both sheets in here, added that to that purpley red and the mustard yellow. And the back side of this is a peach. I have almost 3 solids with this. I did have a few sheets left over, I don't really care for this particular pattern, but this is that gray background or gray grid. I did not care for the cut aparts. The side is another grid, of course. Like I said, they're all grids. And then this peach with the little green vine, and that has a white grid. And I've got the yellow with another grid, white grid. The lines are a little bit different. So these are gonna go in my stash. I have a section for grid paper, so that's gonna make that super easy. And these are gonna go in my page cut section. Now let's move on to Park Lane Vintage Pastel. Here we go. Let's see what we can get rid of from this paper pad. So we've got some cut aparts and some clocks, both of which are nice. These cut aparts I like too. They would make some great journal boxes. Ooh, not so keen on this green. It's a little fluorescent for me, but okay. This foiled paper, obviously you know what I think about that. This is an okay background. It's like nothing to write home about, but it's better than the foil. And then we've got the floral. The other side is that bright green again. What about this one? Oh, okay, so I know it's supposed to be distressed, but I don't like the dirty edges. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this. I like the music. Okay, so here, this is another thing that's very interesting. So I don't really care for this pattern in here. I like the wood grain, but I definitely do not care for this. So what I am going to do in this case is I am going to trim these down to 6x8 and put them in with my 6x8 collection. Yeah, not so much. And I don't like that either. So those are going. Another heavily foiled. I don't mind the distressing on this yellow. I like that a little better. Oh boy. Okay, but the purple's nice, so I'll keep the purple. Some more cut aparts, which are fine. And this kind of mint green is okay. And this pink floral is okay. The back side, whew, just a little bright. Okay, so not too bad. Getting rid of a few sheets, not a ton. And I will intermix these with the ones from the last video by color. So I think that is all on the agenda for today. I hope you are inspired to tackle a little bit of something in your craft room. Let me know below what it is you're working on, and until next week, happy organizing.